What's up, y'all? Out here trying to beat the heat, and I decided I wanted to do a movie review. So I'm gonna do a movie review. I watched Black Widow a couple weeks ago when it premiered, and I got a review for you. Be real with D-Real. What up, y'all? It's your man D-Real, and edutainment is what I do. Welcome to Be Real with D-Real. How y'all been? I've been hot. I'm trying to beat the heat. Yes, I know. I'm currently located in Alaska, and the temperatures, I ain't complaining, mind you. The temperatures have been in the 70s and the 80s. And you know what? I'm cool with that, strangely enough. But that's not what we're here for. We're here for a movie review of Black Widow. And I'm about to get into that. But before I do, y'all know the particulars. Comment, like, and subscribe to the page. There's a little watermark in one of the corners somewhere in the bottom. I can't see it right now, but I'll see it when in the edit. Anyway, I know it's a watermark down there. Hit that watermark and it'll subscribe you to the page, and you will automatically get alerts when new material goes up Monday, Wednesday, Friday, sometimes more. Might do a live on the weekend, might not do a live on the weekend. I'll let you know in advance if I do. All right, let's get into it. The long awaited Black Widow movie. Okay. What can I say about it? I watched it. I went on ahead and watched it on Disney Premiere Access. Again, um, thanks to the benefit of a friend who who decided they wanted to rent the movie and watch it. Thank you, Shannon, for letting me watch Black Widow at your house. Anyways, um, here's the deal with Black Widow. The entire time that I was watching Black Widow, I could not escape the feeling of, in my mind, this is what I'm saying in my mind. When I'm watching the movie, I could not escape the feeling of none of this matters because she's actually dead. And this story takes place before she died, but we've already seen how she died. So we're all kind of like these prophets who have seen the future. And it's like, what is this? It's overall good Marvel movie. Did real well that first opening weekend. Did 60 million on Disney Plus and another 80 worldwide. Then the week after that, just fell off. Didn't nobody talk about how it fell off the week right after when it was being touted as, oh, it's a success, it's wonderful, and blah, 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 this, that, and the other. You have to pay attention to the media because sometimes the media will say what they feel like saying versus what that paper floating around doth annoy me. So I will use the powers of me being able to edit stuff and throw up something. Nah, probably not that. Let's go with the ancestral plane. There we go. All right. Now, where was I? Black Widow. Sales fell off the second week. I think that's a sign of the excitement for it wore off very quickly. For those of you, and I'm going to do this without spoilers because if you want your own, by now y'all should have seen it, but I'm not going to do spoilers because a certain person always tells me, why you spoiling it? Why your butt didn't go see it? Why my shirt doing this, man? It's creeping out for, I feel like a girl. Anyway, uh, I shouldn't have said that out loud. Now people are going to be saying stuff. Hey, this is a diverse world. Not about how I feel. I guess it's how. Anyway, the movie is, it basically kind of follows the story of Natasha's family versus Natasha herself. We already know who Natasha is. We're kind of aware of her background. We know, KGB agent, blah, 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 so on and so forth. Um, But then it gets into this thing about revenge. And isn't it always about revenge? Someone wants revenge for the slights against them without giving out too much detail. That's basically what's going on. Scarlett Johansson does a pretty good job. I mean, to be honest, I never liked the fact that she didn't have that Russian accent, you know, because for some reason it seems like she has a Russian accent in the comics, and that's how she talks in the comics, like she has a Russian accent. But just to be totally 100% Americanized, and you ask her, "What's your name?" Natasha Romanoff. You know, to me, it just I never liked it from Rick. But basically, let's just go things I liked, things I didn't like. First, the things I liked. The action was decent. It was a good action movie. It does not lack for action. Um, but I think a lot of the action suffers because they sacrifice the action in place of storytelling when they're trying to, and the only story they tell is really, if we're being honest, about Yelena Belova, the other soon to be Black Widow, played by Florence Pugh. Now, out of all the characters in the movie, I think I liked her best because, I mean, let's just be honest, the focus was on her. It wasn't so much on Natasha or even though I did enjoy Red Guardian. I enjoyed Red Guardian. I enjoyed Florence Pugh. I enjoyed the action. That's what I enjoyed. I enjoyed the fact that I was watching another Marvel movie, finally watching a Marvel movie after so much time. The things I didn't like. The story itself, overall, it didn't compel me to be like, oh wow, it's fantastic. I'm engrossed in the story. I wasn't really engrossed in the story. I was watching, I'm gonna be honest, with low expectations. And I was slightly uplifted. Another thing I didn't like about it was the Taskmaster thing. I mean, come on now. We've been waiting to see Taskmaster all this time, and then the reveal is, oh, something else. And you probably won't like it either. Um, moving on, I didn't like the ending. And that's just me. The ending might be good for somebody else, but for me, it just seemed like the ending didn't pack the punch that I expected it to, and the way it ended was really sensitive and caring. Uh, I don't think that's how I dig my Marvel movies. I don't dig them sensitive and caring. I want them to have something of a hard edge because of all the humor that they're constantly espousing throughout the movie. And there's all of that in the movie. You've got the humor, you've got the action. Overall, I don't think it hit the mark I was hoping that it would hit. For me, overall, I gave the movie like a, a 5.5 out of 10. That's what it did for me. It was good diversion, but overall, it wasn't that movie. You know what I'm saying? Um, but it might have had something to do with the delays because the movie was supposed to have long since dropped, and it would have made sense if it was released in its proper continuity. It would have made sense if you made a Black Widow movie like right after Age of Ultron, when you started tapping into those red room tropes and delving off into her past. That was when you should have been ready to do what you was gonna do. But you didn't, and now you're seeing the result. Like I said, 5.5, not terrible, but not great either. As my review for Black Widow, go and check it out if you haven't seen it already, and let me know in the comments if I'm off the mark with my review or if I'm right on point. been Be Real with D Real. I'll be back with another one. And until then, y'all be good. Good each other.